from the garden shop How to Garden video. In this video we want to show you how to transplant your Brussels sprouts and plant them into location. So we have here in front of us our seed bed where we have sown our Brussels sprouts, and now that they are large enough to handle, we can now lift them and plant them into their final location. So for that I have a seed tray here, or a watering tray here, that I'm going to just simply place the seedlings onto, and I have a garden trowel here. So what I've already done is I've prepared the area where the plants are going to go. I've soaked the row prior to transplanting, and now I'm just going to simply lift them up using a garden trowel. So get the garden trowel right underneath the root of the plants, and I can actually just pick it up with my hand here. You can see that there's roughly 3 plants there. So I just lose some of the soil while I'm here. Just put that on the tray for now. So I'm just going to take two small clumps here. Just remove some soil again. Okay. So that's all we're going to transplant for now. So I'll just bring these over to our final location. So your Brussels sprouts are part of the brassica family, so we're going to sow them in our plot here with the rest of our cabbages and our Brussels sprouts and our broccoli. Now when you're transplanting your Brussels sprouts, ideally you want to space them about 60 centimeters apart. Okay, so I've dug a hole here that I've already prepared. I'm just going to split our Brussels sprouts up now. Just getting my fingers here and running it in between the plants, being as gentle as I can now with the roots. Try not to do any damage to the roots themselves. So we have one plant here. Now you can see it's a bit top heavy. There's a lot of stem here at the base. What you can do is you can plant it a little bit deep into the soil. That's no harm for our Brussels sprouts. They can grow top heavy and they don't mind being earthed up. So you can plant them a little bit deeper into the soil. So that's one in. As I said, they get quite large, so we're going to space them around 60 centimeters or 2 foot apart. Again, I have a string line down here so that we can keep our rows nice and neat and straight, and this will make weeding in the long run easier. So I'll just finish out this row here. Now, being a part of the brassica family, they are heavy feeders, so they'll need a lot of nutrients. This soil has been already dug over, and you can see that there's a lot of farmyard manure here sitting on the soil and worms, and that's a good sign really. If you have a lot of worms in your soil, it shows that you've got good quality soil. That's what we want. So any transplanting you should try to do early in the day or late in the evening. Just try to avoid the hottest part of the day. And don't leave your transplant sitting out in the sun for too long. So the minute that you have lifted them from the soil, get them right back into the ground again. So that's why I've already prepared these holes. So that's the idea there. So we have 60 centimeters apart with the rows 60 centimeters apart. So now that you can see what has to be done, I can just go on then to the feeding of the plants. And for this now we're just using a general organic feed here, which is chicken manure, and we're going to place a nice handful around the base of all of our seedlings, and this will add extra nutrients to the soil, as brassicas generally like a good amount of nitrogen in the soil. Lastly then, you want to water them in, so we'll just do that now. Giving a good flow on your watering can. Give them a nice soaking in. Also, one thing to consider then is be sure that your soil is slightly alkaline, as your Brussels sprouts prefer that type of soil. If not, add lime. Now that's it really. That's a video of how to transplant your Brussels sprouts from thegardenshop.ie.